I click on recently added. We can look at, Singularity.net. I'm getting on that one. That's huge. If you don't know, Singularity.net has its own, well, they're going to be pretty big. Like matter of fact, let me look at this. Let me look at this. So they're ranked 1128 right now. Why? Why are they ranked so low? Well, their price is $1.57. Flipping Ripple's only $1.55, and Tron is like 8 cents. Why is Singularity.net so far down? AGI token. This is Sophia's creator, the robot cyborg. Sophia's creator, AGI token, Singularity.net this is your token. Where is this traded at? Because I'm going to go buy it right now. There's only 1 billion of them. This price went already. It opened January 19th at 53 cents, and it's already touched $1.70. Dude, you're talking a day. 1 day, it jumped up 150%. This is ridiculous. Unfortunately, it's not on any of the exchanges I exchange, so this price is going to probably ramp up pretty rapidly. It's on EtherDelta. I've seen that exchange a few times, Tidex and IDEX. Matter of fact, the most quantity traded is on EtherDelta. Let me go look at this real fast to see if I'm even interested in opening this account. Because you always have to, look at the security factor. Do they tell you you must use Google Authenticator or email the code to you and things like that? I don't want to search the App Store. Let's see if it runs for me. It's called EtherDelta. Everything is trying to load. Let's see. Only official URL for EtherDelta is this. And they always tell you to make sure you're on the correct website on all the exchanges. I see that because some people will probably try to mask an exchange website with a fake one. You'll accidentally go to it. They'll have all these active links on here. You're trading all these currencies, likely just the ones they want you to. You'll accidentally trade it, not thinking about it. You don't verify the website. It doesn't ask you for any secondary authentication, and you just transferred, I don't know, $7,000 in Bitcoin to John Doe at whatever website he's on, that just jacked all your money. Do not transfer Bitcoin to Ethereum addresses. Do not use a sending Bitcoin address to a receiving Ethereum address because your Bitcoin is gone. Remember that. Do not send any other currency. Don't get Ethereum Classic confused with Ethereum. They are different. They will not receive. Maybe in some wallets they might receive. I doubt it. I'm pretty 99.9% sure. If you do that, you will lose your funds. If you have an online wallet on your computer or your cell phone or a paper wallet or any of those things, make sure you know how to receive that on the address. If you have the wallet that's supposed to be synced, there's tons of issues with syncing wallets, with people's computers not running the programs properly. If the wallet is not synced and you send the currency to that address, you will not get it. I don't know if it's lost. I don't know if it's stolen. I doubt any of that. It will likely make its way to you, waiting on you to open the door. But if your wallet is not synced, you cannot do that, and you cannot accept that transaction. It only takes a second for you to be on and synced, and you'll get it. Right now, those 6,100 fast coins I talked about, I sent them from Livecoin because they said they were going to take it off the exchange because of whatever the nodes. I sent it to my offline wallet. The wallet was not synced, and boom, I'm missing 6,100 fast coins. That is potentially a lot of money. Currently $200 when I only put 20 in it. So, learn from my mistakes. Now, I'll be honest with you. I'm not going to get EtherDelta because the website is still trying to load all kind of stuff. You know what? Let me see. Let me see how long it takes to load when I click new account. I mean, I'm on my Wi-Fi. This should not take this long. Nope, it's taking too long. And I'm saying that. It may be my computer. It may be because I have CoinMarketCap and it's got all this information on his website. Singularity.net is going to be big. So if you're able to get that, it's already at $1.73, and we were just talking. That is awesome. So you can see these are new coins. That's what I did. I clicked on current coins. Let me go back. All right, recently added. I always look at the most recent because what happens is the sheer factor of get it low, sell it high still applies. Fear and greed 100% because you're looking at the AGI token. I'm going to find every way I can get my hands on that because I really want to get behind that. I love the project. The artificial intelligence factor is just amazing. And I believe that that guy and his family that designed those robots with the artificial intelligence. Now, I believe they're very, very smart, and this is a scary thing for a lot of people, including myself to an extent when I think about things deeply. Artificial intelligence is the future. Also, robotics in general, but I'll get behind it all day for my personal reasons and whatever. So you got a ton, like IDEX membership. This thing is at $8,391. Like, I don't even, why? Why is it that high? IPL, I've been seeing that on Livecoin, and I want to say Binance also. Let me check. It's only been a day. It's at 31 cents already. It's $2 million $2.5 million market cap, 201 total supply. They do not tell you the circulating supply. They probably don't have that recorded yet. But this price has been jumping all over the place. 34 cent. It hit the floor down to 23 cent. Shot back up to 32 cent, and now it's chilling again at 32 and a little lower than 32. And it started at 33, so it's pretty much staying in its range. So that's a cool thing to see. But the volatility of trading, this thing is volatile as can be. The 24-hour volume has not went under $2 million anywhere, except for the very beginning on January 19th when people were just looked like they were getting into it. Let's go to markets, see if I was right. Yes, Livecoin is where I've been seeing it at. It trades against Ethereum and Bitcoin. Mostly, everybody wants Ethereum or Bitcoin. You'll see the price difference on the exchanges. Hey, this is what you pay if you're giving us Bitcoin. This is what you pay if you're giving us Ethereum. Yes, Bitcoin is $11,000. Ethereum is $1,000. You'll figure it out. But it tells you a percentage. It tells you it's recently updated, and it tells you 59% are trading Ethereum to IPL, and 31% are trading IPL to Bitcoin on livecoin.net. And then you have EtherDelta, so there's that pair again. So OX64CD, whatever that is, I guess that's their coin. I don't know what that one is specifically. The price is all here. You can see when you're looking at markets, you can look at the price next to it, because this is where I told you I saw Bitcoin Diamond, which is another fork for some reason off of Bitcoin. Then you got Bitcoin Gold. There's a whole bunch of them now. And you got to be careful, because I don't think that's a real stable place to put your money, because it's fluctuated literally over 100% up and down in a few days, and that's scary to investor-wise. So the price is 31 cent, 32 cent, 31 cent. You're good. A penny, I mean, unless you've got 20 million, it's not going to make a big difference on your trading. Overall, here's your source code. InsurePal. I would like to know, let's look a little deeper. Let's see what this actually is. Distributed social proof insurance. If your friends trust you, we trust you. The crowd sale finishes in 1 minute 20 seconds. All of the initial coin offering IPL are sold out. $18 million raised. Wow. Okay, so platform, token, crowd sale, team, roadmap, blog, media. Let's go to platform. You can look into any company you want to that's pushing out a new token or coin, and you can find out. Transparency, self-regulation. Platform is self-regulated as the individuals with riskier behavior are eliminated by their social contacts. That's interesting. This sounds like something that'll be enacted later down the road in businesses. Peer-to-peer data, assessments along family, friends, and colleagues guarantee objective and real-time segmentation. Cost reduction. Distributed model brings significant discounts and is especially alluring to a generation with significantly lower income. Morality. Peer-to-peer, P2P. Endorsements reduce customer cost acquisition, and the network grows virally with peer-to-peer promotion. Okay, so basically word of mouth. So depending on how you're rewarded through this, theoretically, this could seem like let's see. Let me look at a diagram here. They got third-party apps, third-party insurance, third-party telco, third-party retail, Insure API. Let's see, apps, platform. Let's see how this works. Okay, there's your B2B, so Facebook, mail, Twitter, payment services, Jax, finance, accounting, insurance core, insurance smart contract. Okay, there's your contracts going to the Ethereum blockchain network. Buy and sell on exchange, smart contracts, fiat exchange service, payment processors. So theoretically, this actually could be good. It is decentralized, an insurance ecosystem. So this is going to be interesting. I think I might get into this because I'm trying to figure out if it means actually. I don't think it's health insurance, but I think it's another type of insurance, kind of insurance of security factor. So a lot of these tokens and stuff are in security, securing your contract, securing this transaction, that transaction, whatever. Anyway, your source code's on there. Your website, we just looked at it. Your total supply is 200 million. Your price is at 31 cent right now. The market cap is unknown. So what that means is the volume is 2.5 million. Circulating supply is unknown. Total supply is known, 201 million. Your market cap is question marks. Right now, they do not have that specific detail, but they'll probably get it pretty soon because it's only on 3 exchanges currently. Litecoin's one of them, and I'll put $50 on 30 cents a token. I don't mind. And if you don't have 50 and you do have other cryptos in your portfolio, definitely, like I said, don't hold one, unless you really know it's going to do something. But take a chunk out of that, move it, trade it for USD, Bitcoin, Ethereum, whatever on Litecoin, and trade it for IPO. Bitcoin, Ethereum is all you can trade for it right now, and there you go. So that's huge. And like I said, that's InsurePal. Any of these ones, my point was that when you go to recently added, you can see the tokens that are put on a day ago, right? 2 days ago. And it goes all the way up to like 30 days. Yeah, 29 days, I guess, is the max over there. But you got tokens on here that are $1 to 13 cents to $8,000 on that one. And you got a lot. So Sophia, text, I don't know, that actually looks like a copycat maybe. I'm not going to go deep into all these. Deep Brain Chain, it sounds cool. It's 16 cents right now. You've got a non-mineable, because it's got a little star next to it. You'll see that on the exchange. That is your total circulating supply. All right, so circulating supply on that was, let's go back real fast. It is, wow, I went farther than I thought I did. It's like game.com token. Okay, that could be good. A lot of gaming stuff, lots and lots of gaming stuff. They'll use that to the hey, you got to have this token to participate in this event. Supply and demand, 100% all day. Deep Brain Chain. So that is, let's see, 900 million total supply circulating right now. 16 cent worth 22 days ago. Doesn't look like it's making a whole lot of leeway. Your market cap is pretty high. You're looking at 148 million in market cap, which is pretty good. 13,000 Bitcoins is being traded, and 1 million NEO are being traded against it. Pretty decent 24-hour volume. You're looking at 6 million, 6.7 million, right on 7. Circulating supply, 900 million tokens. And total supply is 10 billion. That's a big jump. So ultimately, 10 billion versus 900 million. That's a huge deficit difference there. I do not see source code on here. It is ranked pretty high though. This price peaked all the way to 65 cents, and now it's chilling around 16. So that happened in January. January 10th, so something in this area, January 9, 10. So something in this area, you can see clear as day on that chart that spiked up for some reason. Now, let's test the theory. If you're still with me 46 minutes in, I appreciate it. Sorry if I drag these videos out. Thank you so much for watching. All right, January 10th, January 9th. Let's do a quick Google search, okay, because I want to see what event, besides an initial release, and January 10th, oh, you know what? Matter of fact, let me cut myself off there. They opened on, looks like they started on December 28th. Okay, so you got 9 days in. What exchange is this traded on? KuCoin. Yep. KuCoin is trading with NEO, USDT, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. And they are holding a lot of the percentage ultimately. So KuCoin has Bitcoin and Ethereum against this Deep Brain coin. 30%, 22% of the entire markets, 30%, 20%, sorry, of the entire markets trading this token that is the majority of the volume. Some of these don't even have a percentage here, like LBank and then Allcoin and Gate.io is like 0.6%, 1%. And then KuCoin, even with NEO and USDT that nobody trades too much, are still at 4 and 1%, and they jump up to the 30 and 32. So you can have, I guess you got 50, 55. Yeah, 55% of the entire trading is done on KuCoin alone, and there looks like about 3 or 4 other exchanges listed on that spot there. So anyway, historical data. Okay, let's check this out. January 9th is the date we're looking for. So we want to see what happened. Okay, market cap was 397 million on January 9th. So where's your spike? So basically it's a build-up. So you're looking at on January 3rd it's 124. By January 9th it's 397 million. That is a huge buy-in deficit where people are just flooding it with money. This doesn't give us any real information that I'm looking for. So let me check real quick. So Deep Brain Chain token, January 9th. Let's see. Okay, project, ICO. Okay. So finished by 20th of December. Okay. 2017. Token release, December 28th. All right. Dun, dun, dun. It is artificial intelligence computing platform driven by blockchain technology. So this is likely one I'm going to buy into later. KuCoin's exploding. Deep Brain Chain could be next. So you get people like that, December 29th. So this guy alone, if enough people, you know what, let's click on this. Because you're looking for indicators, right? An indicator tells you what could happen. Remember the hype we talked about with Ripple and getting on Coinbase? Checking out another fellow YouTuber here. Now, he's got his personal account all over this place. I don't think I would do that. Granted, he's showing real numbers. $16,000 in there. That's pretty nice. Probably wouldn't advertise that to a bunch of people, though. Let's see, December 29th, he's talking about exploding. Deep Brain Chain could be next. Let's see. Genesis Money, Bitcoin, Litecoin, etc. Okay, he's got keywords. Let's see. Yeah, so this cat right here commenting, hey man, you had 14,000 in KuCoin on December 29th. KuCoin was recently as high as $20. You made a fortune. It sucks I was not able to get there. And he's right. KuCoin jumped up dramatically for the exchange factor. That's what Binance did. Binance token, when I first saw it in July. I saw it in July. The website, when I first started really searching into cryptocurrency, what's Bitcoin, how to get into it, whatever. Then I found Coinbase, made a Coinbase account. Binance was the first thing that I actually saw. Clicked on it, saw it was Chinese. Don't know what I was looking at. Open up Coinbase account. Okay, what do I do when I buy these cryptos? Is that it? I just buy it and hold it? So I'm thinking, research. Digging in. Boom. Binance again. Pull up Binance. Look at the source code, white page. Looking at the timeline, the platform. What's happening here? So the Binance is an exchange based in China. What they did is they created the BNB Binance coin, all right? They put it on the exchange. Obviously, it's going to build ground because they give you 50% off fees. I don't know what it is now, but that's what I signed up back in September. August, I mean. July when I saw it, I signed up in August. 50% off fees if you use Binance to trade. So you're saving a lot of money there. If you look at a whole, if you do a lot of trading volume, if you're using BNB to trade for what you would have got with Ethereum, Bitcoin anyway, well, if you just change over Bitcoin or Ethereum to Binance and then, do a large trade, whereas the fee is going to be much higher with Ethereum and Bitcoin, depending the percentage they charge you, you'll probably save a good bit with Binance Coin. And the prices are pretty much right there with each other. So that's an important thing. So I saw that coin at 25 cents. I shoot myself in the foot every day thinking about it. Binance Coin. Oh my gosh, that sucker hit $26, man. I told you guys in my other video that a dude I know took my advice, got the token. He didn't even get it until it was almost 90-something cents, right under $1, and put $1,000 in it. Boom. Every time that thing goes up $1, that's $1,000 right there. Keeping the money in there. And if you look at, wow, that's a return on investment. 3 months, $20-something thousand. We talked about earlier in this video, or the last segment of this, that people who make that kind of money it's just crazy, right? Large gains against small gains. taxes, this, that, and the other. Oh, you got to pay tax on it. Who cares? Dude, you just made 20 grand or 26 grand or 30 grand, 100 grand off of $1,000, man. $1,000. All right? You cannot tell me you would not just, you're done. Cash out. Have a good day. Peace. Because what you're going to do is, you're going to do like I'm doing. I could have invested even $100 and I got 25 cents per coin, and I would have had well over the amount that I needed to make a ton of return on investment with that very small amount. Did I have a couple $100? Yes, I did. I put $300 into Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin when it was super cheap back in August. Boom, made returns on it. Cashed out. Why'd you cash out? Because I didn't take my own advice. My intuition told me, leave it in there. 2 weeks later, Bitcoin jumped. My investment would have rose to about $900 in Bitcoin alone, and then the other differences in the other would have went even more exponential once Bitcoin hit its $20,000 run. I would have had probably off of that $300 initial investment scattered between the three. I would have, because Bitcoin Cash was not there yet. When I do the calculations, I think I was going to have about $6,000 because I was tagging a little more and more into Litecoin as we went, and it turned around substantially. So now that I have all this money into Coinbase, because that's where it all was, and it gained all this traction, I look at all this money, I'm like, what am I going to do with it? Am I going to cash out? Am I going to let it sit there? No. I'm going to trade it. How do I trade it? Well, there's these little buttons. There's a little arrow, navigation looking arrow. There's a little QR code looking barcode thing. Those are your addresses. Send and receive. You go to your Ethereum wallet to send Ethereum. You go to your Bitcoin wallet, etc. You send those four mains. I always do Ethereum and Litecoin because the fees are much lower. Ethereum is the fastest transactions I've used so far. Bitcoin takes forever. But you can only trade some cryptos for Bitcoin. So what do? Well, most 99% of the exchanges, I don't know anyone that would not trade against Bitcoin unless it's just a starting exchange that only has their tokens to trade for, and then gets other altcoins on there, alternative coins. And what you look at is the possibility for you to trade. Okay, well I bought Ethereum, but that only takes like Litecoin, Bitcoin for Vaultcoin. If you're getting Vaultcoin, you can only trade Bitcoin for Vaultcoin. Okay, well I sent Ethereum over there. I got $100 in Ethereum in there. What do? You go to Bitcoin and Ethereum. You sell Ethereum to get Bitcoin. You go over there. Yeah, you got to charge a little fee. Whatever. You still got your Vaultcoin. Vaultcoin's super cheap right now. And you transfer in that moment. You're buying Vaultcoin for Bitcoin. And then you still have whatever Ethereum left over unless you put it all in there. No big deal. And then now you have Ethereum to buy another heavy coin, NEBL, Nebius or Nebulon, whatever it is. That's pretty strong. It's got a low circulating supply and a good probability to have a high market cap. And so what you could do is you do that, or you can get something like Dimecoin. Like Dimecoin is like dirt cheap, like stupid cheap. And I mean, you can get probably a couple million of them for a couple $100, And it's like, boom, if that thing ever hits $1, you're literally a millionaire. And the possibility of that happening is actually vastly high. Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen, but in my opinion, your opportunity on that is high because all the people that jump into crypto later that don't pay attention to videos like this or other videos because they got bored watching or whatever, or they don't want to learn, they just want to do it themselves, that's fine. But you're not going to know things to avoid and stay away from. You can find tons of articles and forums or whatever, but most of them don't really give you details. The stuff I'm telling you right now, I should probably charge for it to an extent. But I'm giving this information out right now because I don't want people to be left behind, like, say, when Bitcoin first came out. And the guy in the Nissan truck at my shop that I worked at told me, hey, you should probably invest in gold and silver right now. Well, why? What do you mean? Well, it's about to get really expensive. Okay. I don't have any money for that because it's not cheap. Well, how about, you know anything about technology? Yeah, a little bit here and there. Have you heard of Bitcoin? No. It's 2008. Bitcoin's cheap. Really, really, really cheap. No. Well, you should invest in it. You should learn. Here's my card. You give me a call. Man, I threw that card away after I worked that night. I think I got a little oil on it or whatever. I worked at a shop. And I think I threw it away. Not even think about it. Boom. 10 years later. Oh, even if I would have just held on to it after the $20,000 reach, thinking it was going to go 50, 100, which it probably still will, in my opinion, by looking on repetition, etc. Then you see now it's at $11,000, trickled back up to 17, went down, trickled back up to 17. It'll probably be back at 17 within the next couple of weeks once all the regulation changes. All those people that got bumped off of their exchanges, they'll find a way to get on other exchanges, and they'll start trading again. You cannot keep someone out of something that they want to do. It's not possible. They will always find a way to persevere, and it's awesome. So anyway, see, yeah, see some of these folks, commenting. I mean, you always hit, comments, whatever. You got a bunch of ridiculous people commenting stupid things that don't even make sense. But let's see. Yeah, because Binance locked out new users for a little time being there, because like I said, they're going to open it back up, and they did. They closed it to new users because they got so overrun with traffic. They had to just get everything waved through there. Same thing with Coinbase. Coinbase got really pushed back on quantity of people trying to get in, and this is coffee, by the way. And it's just crazy. But everything look back now. And it's basically what happened. You can find videos. I got people thinking, like I said, that Bitcoin crashed, et cetera, et cetera. I will be in the full impression that Bitcoin crashed and collapsed if it goes under $1,000. If it returns to what it previously was in 2016, 2017 range, to where it was super cheap, in the 100 to 1,000 range, anywhere in that fluctuation, I will be at your, discretion of, yes, you were right. It collapsed. It crashed. Whatever. Because I personally don't think that's going to happen. And you got a lot of people who are pros, gurus, whatever, and you got actual investors that play with the stock market that likely dig off into crypto a little too, because they can know the returns that they can make instantly. A real investor is not going to not jump in a trend. They're not going to be the first, but they're not going to be the last. As soon as they see the possibility to gain massive returns on investment just by simple hype, which they can probably engineer themselves, like Floyd Mayweather backing a coin. Matter of fact, let's see, what coin was that real quick while I said that earlier. I said we were going to look it up. And I'll just kind of steal intel with CoinMarketCap, because we can go back and look and see what token that was. Floyd Mayweather and crypto. Yep, here we go. Let's see. Cryptocurrency promoted by Floyd Mayweather hit with class action lawsuit. Ha! All right. So, don't believe the hype. So, Centra, a startup that raised over $30 million this year through a so-called initial coin offering promoted by celebrities, including boxer Floyd Mayweather Jr., is the target.
Initial coin offering.
Quiet. ICO's initial coin offering, IPO's initial public offering, if you didn't know that. That ad popped up. Target of class action lawsuit that seeks the return of investor funds. Mayweather is not named in the suit, dated December 13th, which alleges Centra's founders made multiple deceptive statements and sold an unregistered security. Right. So, this was Centra. Okay, so we're going to go back to CoinMarketCap. Centra. CTR. I knew I didn't want to buy that token. It's actually up 27%. $1.98. 68 million circulating supply, 98 total supply. Massive jumps right here on January 4th. $4 and change, $4.30. And back actually to December 24th, you had another huge spike right here at $3.29, where it was previously only at 88 cents. And then just December 13th, a little less than, 20 days, you're at 38 cents. And that is just ridiculous. So it was hyped up all the way back in October. You're at $1.73. It spiked up on September 28th. So let's see when. Let's see if we can find out when exactly. Because this is your recon. CoinMarketCap is your tool to find out your graphs, because it's going to give you the most accurate for the most part. I mean, it's like going to your brokerage account and seeing what the analytics were for the last 5 years. You're going to find out when did Floyd Mayweather. I probably could have actually found it on that article if I would have read it to it. Mayweather promote Centra. When did Floyd Mayweather promote Centra? September 19th, 2017. His third initial coin offering endorsed. So, all right. So that is back in September 19th, 2017. Let's see. October. Oh, there it is. There's your spike. It was trading, see, year to date. That's the initial coin offering. Your market cap went from literally nothing, $0. They offered the coin at, I guess the discounted rate looks like $1.10-ish, something around there. And that's where the price started. Boom. September 28th, price spikes. Looks like 10:04 p.m. The price spiked on September 28, 2017. Market cap jumped up to $117 million. $1.73 price. 24-hour volume jumped up to $1 million from previously not much. Jumped around, and it actually held on pretty well. So whatever the token is actually doing not bad, even considering. So he endorsed it on the 19th, so that totally gave it, even though it's a small jump, that is your indicator. He pushed that. They got the initial coin offering done, raised a crap ton of millions of dollars, and it jumped up from $1.12 to $1.73. So if you just look at that jump alone, I mean that's a lot of difference there. That's about 60 cents even, difference that you just gained per coin that you actually bought. So $100, you would have initially gained a little bit of decent profit. For the people that bought in later when it fell down to 46 cents, because after all the hype, everybody sold off. Same thing with Ripple. And guess what? It's responding. It's turning back and surging again. Now it surged up one time to 329. Boom. The other time we said 420, 431. And now it trickled back down. But the volatility, so a lot of volatility right here in December 24th. So the end of the year, there was a ton of volatility, which is also, let's go to Coinbase. I don't know why that did that, but Coinbase. See if I don't have to put my code in. Video still recording. We're way up here. Friend couldn't invite me to Coinbase. I already have it. Oh, can't get it. Okay, so let me go to CoinMarketCap because that's our favorite tool. So price spike was tons of volatility at December 23rd, 24th through January 4th. Okay. So 24 to 4. Okay, here we go. So let's go back to Bitcoin. Bitcoin is number one. So let's see if the ultimate trading against it now has led to an increase in volume. So we're going to look at December. Wow, this is super. Let me open this up a little bit. Jeez. Yep, there it is. Massive volatility. December 4th. Yep, the volatility spike started around, let's see, the end of November. Yep, it started jumping really high at the end of November 28th-ish. Spiked really hard.